G7 foreign ministers discussed their shared concerns about international peace and security issues, including Syria, Ukraine and North Korea. REUTERS G7 foreign and security ministers have called Russia's actions in Ukraine and Syria unacceptable. Read ALSIG 7 Summit, Russia must be held accountable for aggression in Ukraine, U.S. State Dep. G7 foreign ministers discussed their shared concerns about international peace and security issues, including Syria, Ukraine and North Korea. Discussing common challenges to the rules-based international order, the ministers broached the concerning pattern of destabilizing Russian behavior, including Russia's unacceptable actions in Syria, Ukraine and other neighboring countries, its interference in democratic processes, and its disinformation campaigns, the Government of Canada said in a release, following meetings of G7 foreign and security ministers in Toronto, Canada, on April 22–24, 2018. As UNIAN reported earlier, the G7 foreign ministers announced they stand ready to step up economic sanctions against Russia if the conflict in Donbas, eastern Ukraine, escalates. If you see a spelling error on our site, select it and press Ctrl Enter. Latest news 21/10/2018 Europe Prize awarded to Ukrainian town of Ivano-Frankivsk 2030 PACE passes resolution on countering Russian propaganda 1750 Ukraine sees exports grow almost 54% in January to February 2018 1643 EU working on new reform contract for investment in Ukraine 1547 Suicide rate surges in Kiev, National Police 1521 Ukraine exports 34 million tons of grain since July 1, 2017 1338 Ukraine ranks 101st in 2018 World Press Freedom Index 1227 Hungary unhappy with Ukraine's plans to sanction dual nationality 1204 G7 countries call Russia's actions in Ukraine, Syria unacceptable 1111 Politico, Senate confirms Trump's pick for NSA, Cyber Command 1043 FT, Skadden partner who worked for Ukraine leaves firm 918 NBU weakens official forex rate to 26 Ukrainian hryvnias and 17 kopecks to $22.30 Western nations find way to bypass Russian veto at UN 2030 Gazprom ready for talks with Ukraine on gas transit. Russian media in 1910 Ukraine asks ICJ to explain decision on Melis 1830 Moldova identifies dozens of fighters in Donbas 1620 Ukraine's central bank to curb inflation to 5% by end of 2020 1512 Ukraine to ban Russian ships from entering internal waters 1351 car production in Ukraine plunges by over 98% over decade 1150 industrial output in Ukraine slows to 1% in March 1128 Ukraine Energy Ministry website hit by ransomware attack Media 1036 Russia's missile systems drills kick off in Crimea 1011 G7 countries stand ready to step up sanctions against Russia 855 NBU strengthens official forex rate to 26 Ukrainian hryvnias and 12 kopecks to $23.40 SBU raids Motor Sich aircraft engine manufacturer in sabotage probe 2309 Ukraine detains Putin's confidant at Crimea elections 2230 Ukraine sees retail trade grow to $8 BLN in 1Q 2018 2150 almost 4 MLN Ukrainians labor migrants study 2110 Hungary once again blocking Ukraine NATO Commission 2028 Ukraine boosts fruit, berry exports by almost 70% in Q1 2018 1955 IMF tranche could be last for Ukraine until 2020s.